Hi the hell are you? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy, where I believe... Oh, actually, maybe we just need to go to New Game, do we? Yes, because we have finished the original Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, and that last case was like a fucking epic. Like, it was like longer than I think the 4 cases before it. Okay, so that's just like if you want to play through. So yeah, we are now beginning and Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All, which is it, followed by Trials and Tribulations. Fun. So let's get into it. Just for note, it is very fucking stormy here at the moment, and we are sort of fairly susceptible to power cuts and shit, especially when it's like really bad one like this. So if the stream cuts out, that's why. But we'll go as for a while anyway. The Lost Turnabout. Neat. Nice. Guess that's a half. That was more of a cough. Ugh. How did I get into this mess? Oh, nice. I didn't. I think I might skip this, isn't it? That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh god, it's the judge, but he's like gigantic and evil. What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title. Assuming this is a dream. / nightmare. September 8th, 9:08 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. I thought we were always Lobby Number 2. What a nightmare. And I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before a trial starts anyway. Beep. Huh. Looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. Because there's a fire? Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but... It's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. A few minutes later, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Mike, did Phoenix get murdered? Ouch, my head. It's throbbing. Why does it feel so foggy in there? Ah. Good morning. Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit? Sorry, but can you please turn the cheeriness down? My head sort of hurts. Roger that. Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I'd done something wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. What? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Life in my hands? You promised me. You said you would prove that I was not guilty. Not guilty. Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. She's properly whacking herself every time she looks there as well. I'll never forget what you're doing for me. Ever! What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You've been acting really strange and you keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? Mr. Wright! How can you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible. No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how a defense attorney treats his clients, sir? I can't believe this. No, it's just... Well, I think you have the wrong person. Yes, I'm... Are we doing amnesia? Who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? Oh my god, we're doing amnesia! The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? The trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay? Is this going to be actual main plotline, or is this a way to justify doing a tutorial? I guess I must have amnesia. Let's see, what can I piece together? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say that I'm a defense attorney. Seriously, she's like properly bobbing herself. And that girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty. I can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. Well, that's a very Phoenix Wright thing to do. Someone, please! Tell me this is just a bad dream. Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? Well, that's fun. September 8th, 10 AM, District Court, courtroom number 2. Well, that wasn't Edgeworth, so that's interesting. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Although he looks familiar. Did we meet Payne in the first... We did meet Payne in the first game. What is it, Mr. Wright? You talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? I guess not. Now then, are you ready? Sure. I guess I should say yes for now. Are you ready, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Wait a sec. If her life is in my hands, I should really do the responsible thing. Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kind of... The court will not hear the defense's excuses. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe I have told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer. A policeman? You did what to a policeman? It wasn't me. And besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that. Interesting. In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant. Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness. Heh heh heh. It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie. Okay. And who are you again? Was he the prosecution in the tutorial trial in the first game? Is that where I'm remembering him from? Possibly. The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand. Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead. Witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant. She works under me, so, you know. You work under that detective? Yes, sir, and while I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me. Sort of slipping into the... I forget his name, the cop in the last trial, and everything was sir. Okay, calm down, I believe you. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Yes, sir. It happened at the park near headquarters, Expose Park. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. Ha! Good fucking name. It's like you're like Dustin for Prince. Well done. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path, sir. The landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck. The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday. Ah, yes, this autopsy report, correct? Why do I not remember getting a copy? I see everything is in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. The victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirm the time of death. If I may, Your Honour, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph. Very well, the court accepts it into evidence. Crime photo 1 added to the court record. Now then, I recall at yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention. Yes, Your Honour. Yes, sir. Yes, I guess. Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? There was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body. Was there? Have you lost your mind? Well, actually, it's just nerves. Give me a second. What? How can you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. Alright, sir. I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record. Court record. Yep. Info about evidence and people involved with this case are all listed there, sir. You can look at the court record by pressing the right bumper. I sure can. And we've got my phone. It's probably that, isn't it? The right bumper, huh? You really know what you're talking about, don't you? It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aid instead. I feel like you just might be. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honour? Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later. Sorry, Your Honour. Well, I guess I'd better check the court record and see what I can find. What was it again? The right bumper? Alright, Mr. Wright, let's see if your notes are in order. What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body? Well, it's glasses. That's simple, Your Honour. A broken pair of glasses. That's right. The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir, and held onto them as he fell. You're wearing glasses, so it can't have been you. Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? Those glasses you're wearing. Yes, this is my spare pair, but these glasses they found at the crime scene are not mine, I swear, sir. You sure about that? Look, it was a coincidence that on the same day I accidentally stepped on mine. A coincidence, she says. Your Honour, I have further evidence to present. Oh, you have more? And this evidence is very decisive. Very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence. That's better. Decisive evidence. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. Actually, is that too bright? That's better. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. With this piece of evidence and the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit. This is a picture of the writing, Your Honour. Well, it could be like Da Vinci Code where he's writing the name as in, hey, Maggie will solve this. Why, this is... Yes, I can see her name is clearly written here. The prosecution would like to submit this picture. Understood. The court accepts it into evidence. Crime photo 2 added to the court record. As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground. But I already told you, those glasses aren't mine. And how do you explain his dying message? It's a conspiracy! I'm not guilty, sir. Damn. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? This is it. I'm counting on you. Sure, but what am I supposed to do? What? This isn't like you at all. Normally, this is the part where you get in the witnesses' faces. Get in their faces and do what? I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm going to lend you a hand. The prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time. Lie? But isn't that detective your superior? Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong. Like that detective. He does sort of look like a scatterbrain. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why, when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire. Here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be all right. Phoenix all right. I think that was my name. Decisive evidence. So there's something even more incriminating than the glasses on the victim's body, sir. Press! About those glasses. Do you have any proof that those belong to my client? The lenses are for nearsightedness and are almost the same strength as hers. Even the frames look kind of like the one she's wearing in her ID, pal. What should I do now? Continue pressing. Because he said almost, not exactly. Hold it. Almost and kinda are not good enough in a case like this. Do you have more definitive proof? Is there something that clearly links the defendant with those glasses? The dirt and sand rubbed out any traces of fingerprints or anything else. So, what you're saying, detective, is that you have nothing that proves those glasses are my client's. Something like that. What? I see. So there is no proof. Wow, that was amazing. I could totally feel it, down in my gut. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area. Who said he was on a date? Now, you're sure he was pushed, and that's how he fell? Yeah, pal, if you look at the wounds on the victim's body, there's no way it was anything else. Please continue with your testimony, detective. Anyway, the victim fell pretty far. But he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. The culprit's name? Yeah, I was surprised too. Didn't want to believe it, but... Was the name that of my client? I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name. Maggie, sir. Are we sure it's not Maggle? And we're looking for Michael Cole. Are you absolutely certain? Sorry, pal, but that's what it said. I suppose the dot's there. It's definitely not Maggle. Excuse me. This is a picture of it. No matter which way you look, it still says Maggie. It could be Maggie. It's got a point. Hey, hold on. Huh? Don't me. I know the picture says Maggie, but... Now that she mentions it, something does feel kind of off about this picture. Does it? That's how you know you found a contradiction. Now hurry up and present some evidence. So that's what spotting a contradiction feels like. I'd better check the court record again. Oh, wait. Let me check the old autopsy here. Oh, I can't. Oh, I thought I could. I'll press on this last point anyway. Yeah. I want to take a look at the autopsy report and see if it said he died instantly. And you're sure that it was the victim who wrote the name on the ground? There were scratches on his fingers from the rough sand, and there were grains of sand stuck under his pointer fingernail. It certainly seems that the name was written by the victim himself. That didn't go well. If the writer really was the victim himself, then we're in a lot of trouble. Don't give up! Keep that fighting spirit going! I'm glad you're all pumped up, but I really want to see your special move, sir. My what? You always look so cool when you present evidence. Present evidence. Oh, that present evidence. Actually, I was just thinking about that. Yes, the great Phoenix Wright is back. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. Huh? I heard that lately. You can present not only evidence, but people's profiles as well. Oh, that's new. It sure makes things a bit more complicated, so be careful, sir. People's profiles, huh? Alright, let's give this another try. Alright, so hold on. Profiles. Okay. So it's this. Wait, no, that's me. Is it? Oh no, I didn't mean to press. Oh well. And you're certainly okay. Yep. Hold on. Oh, I can't read it. I can look at a photo. I can't read the autopsy. Because what I was wondering was, if he died instantly, how would he have written? Alright, so do these contradict in some manner? No. Wait, what time? Hold on. 6:28. That's 7 o'clock. But then maybe the photo wasn't taken at the exact moment he died. Hard to say. Yes, special move. Let's enlighten me. Why not? About this presenting evidence. Okay, when you're listening to testimony, you can compare it with the court record. If you do that, you're sure to find contradictions in the witness's statements. Contradictions? Well, there are many reasons why a testimony might contradict the evidence. The witness might be lying, or maybe they're just mistaken. And you still have no idea what I'm talking about? When you find a contradiction, open the court record to the item you need. And then I present that evidence, right? You got it! You can also present people's profiles as evidence. With so many items, make sure you present the right thing. Sounds complicated, but I'll give it a try. You're pretty good at this. Alright, so I can't examine his thing further. So odd that I can't read the autopsy report. Yep. Go try this. I might be wrong here. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly are the evidence in that statement just now related? They aren't, are they? Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations. Okay. Just wanted to say. I don't think that won me any points with the judge. Interesting. It's like it has to be either one of these photos. Could I present the one with the picture in it? Victim fell from the walking path above. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Huh? Really? Objection denied. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. Okay. Whoops. That didn't go so well. Well, I mean, literally the only other... I can't see anything in his profile. I know I've got it right when the music stops, assuming it's the same as the first game. And it's the same statement, so... Interesting. Ah! Fucking name is spelled differently. Brain. I was looking at his profile. What is it? What? What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out, "Objection!" and pointed. And I yelled it at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. What a rush! Detective Gumshoe! You talking to me, pal? Please state the defendant's name for me. Oh, Jesus. What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright? You'll see. This is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please. Where is this ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's name is Maggie Bird. I think someone needs to check the court record. What? It says right here that it's Maggie Bird? Ah! I'm trying to base it more off of how his objection sounded. It looks like the bird caught the cat napping. What's going on here? I have no idea either, sir. As you can see, the victim did indeed leave a name, Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled Maggie. This is a blatant contradiction of facts. Oh, how about that? I hadn't even noticed. I mean, to be fair, it took me a while to notice as well. But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly. They were lovers, sir. May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover? If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to have not known her name. No! This is very true. Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor? Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers? Yes, I'm quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force. Detective Gumshoe, please testify for the court that the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir. Dustin and Maggie. Officer Prince and Officer Bird had been going out for about half a year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Maggie, I mean Officer Bird, had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know, because she came to me to ask what she should get for him. Huh. Oh, those two sound like they were close. Nevertheless, tragedy struck. Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright. Dustin and Maggie. So, just press on everything as we usually do. Such is our way. How do you know about this? Every year in March, we have a training camp for cops. Us cops, even. Officer Bird was a rookie at the time, and she and Officer Prince seemed to hit it off. They got close, I take it. Actually, I was supposed to go too, but I couldn't pay the deposit for the trip, so I didn't. If only I had gone on that trip, I could have ended up with Dustin Prince. What is it? Oh, nothing, sir, really. Anyway. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. Marriage? But wasn't the victim 8 years older than her? What, you saying that guy's gotta marry someone the same age as himself, pal? No, that's not what I meant at all. Detective Gumshoe and Dustin were only a year apart, you know. I think this fella has a ways to go before marriage. Mind your own business, pal. Alright. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Oh, got an achievement. Somehow. Oh, okay. The day of the incident? You mean September 6th? Yeah. The victim, Officer Prince, had just gone off duty at 5:30 p.m. that day, and since Maggie's night shift hadn't started yet, they went to the park for a bit. Ah, I remember when I was young and in love. Oh, it was a jolly time. That's great, Your Honor. I'm glad you're such a cheerful old man. I like the judge. Maggie, I mean Officer Bird, had gotten Officer Prince a present. You seem to know a lot about the defendant. Well, that's because I'm her boss, and I've got to watch out for my subordinates. But even what she was going to give as a present? Isn't that going a bit too far? Hey, pal, watch what you say. I know everything that happens under me. If someone so much as scratches their... I really don't need to know that much. No, Jesus. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. I agree. Even if this witness has a crush on the defendant, that should not be the point of discussion at this time. Whoa, wait a second. Why are we talking about this? It's all your fault, pal. You're guilty, guilty, guilty! I should have you arrested. I think the good detective is about done here. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. Over 2 months ago? Yup, she's a very considerate woman, pal. So, what was this birthday present? She got him a glove. Yeah, a single glove? Why would she only give him one? Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove. That makes more sense. Oh, I see, a baseball glove. Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan. Baseball glove. Press further. Just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago. Yeah. Are you saying she bought the glove at a store that far in advance? No, nothing like that, pal. Then what is it like? She ordered it. It was custom made. Custom made? The glove was custom made? Yup, that's what I said. So the glove was custom made. I think the glove was custom made. Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to this case. Yes, it would seem that there is little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant to this case? Sure. I don't know where this will lead me, but... Of course it is relevant! That glove is the key to this whole case! Yes, bluffing to the max! Now this is the Mr. Wright I know. I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'd take. This is great. Pressing people? It feels like I've done this before. As if I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people. Very well. If you're that convinced, then let's hear some more about the matter. Actually, I brought the glove with me today. Oh, that's handy. And? Why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry and show the glove to the court. Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with this case. Anyway, this is it, sir. It's, rather yellow, isn't it? Baseball glove added to the court record. Officer Prince really liked the color yellow. And that's why you had to special order it. Yep, that's right. That and one other reason. I think this court has heard enough. It is clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other. Yes, that's correct, Your Honor. Now, if that is true, it brings up an important question. Was the name Maggie really written by the victim? I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground. Yes, sir. Writing on the ground. We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand. Yes, a perfectly logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Thank you, Your Honor. Writing on the ground. But can you really determine handwriting based on a sample written in sand? Heh, this is why amateurs are amateurs. We're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Scientific investigation in this country is actually pretty good. I believe it's time to get back to the real point. Agreed, Your Honor. So, what was the result of the investigation? Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Not so advanced, is it? So, in the end, you couldn't confirm it. Hey, don't you look down on us. I told you, we're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Everyone knows you can't find out everything you want with scientific investigation. I've never heard that before. Me neither. Nor I. I never heard anything like that at the police academy, sir. Okay, so I made it up. Anyway. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. His pointer finger? You know, the one you're always pointing and waving around in people's faces. Aha ha ha! Don't tell me it bothers you. Every time you do it, I have a mini heart attack. It's like you're trying to kill me, pal. In any case, you examined the victim's index finger, correct? Yeah, we figured there should be something on his finger if he had been writing in sand. And the results? We found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. Oh, shit, no, I did back. Because I didn't press on that one. And what does that prove? Well, it proves that he did write that name with his own finger. Yes, which explains why there was sand stuck under his nail. I guess he's right. No, you're right. He's gumshoe. And there's more. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. Scratches on his skin. Yup, you can't see them with your naked eye, but they're there. That is incredible. Sure is. That's the power of scientific investigation. They're so small that we had to use a magnifying glass, like a really strong one. It's got that really scientific sounding name. You mean a microscope? Doesn't know who he is, or what his job is, or how to do said job, but knows what a microscope is. Yeah, that's it. We used one of those, and that's how we found them. I can't believe this guy doesn't know what a microscope is. I don't know. I can't believe you know. Funny thing, amnesia, I suppose. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand. Are you absolutely sure? Are you sure about that? I believe in the power of science. I wonder if my evidence is solid enough to counter with. Listening to this, you would think there was only one conclusion. That the name was definitely written by the victim. But don't you think that would be really strange, sir? If Dustin really wrote that message with his right hand. Do you think I would have gone through that much trouble to get him his present? It's a fucking left-handed glove, isn't it? The present. What about it? So Bob. Yep. That's the one. You. Detective Gumshoe. Take a look at this. That's the glove, right? Could you tell the court what is special about this glove? What's special? Never really thought about it, but it's really yellow. And that's about it. Yes, it's really yellow, but that is only one of its qualities. Huh? There's another reason why it's special. And what would that be? It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Left-handed? Why, you're absolutely right. This glove is made to be worn on the right hand. That is why it had to be custom made. I have never seen a bright yellow left-hander's glove for sale. Have you? Well, no. So, detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with, again? That's easy. Look, it's obvious from this picture that it was his... Wait a sec. Don't forget that the victim was left-handed. Ah! I object. Overruled. Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves. There is only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand. I feel like if we're just, you know, finger writing in sand, like, yeah, I can write my name with my left hand. I'm right-handed. Does that? Yeah, that's flimsy, right? Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim. I don't buy that. Order! Order! When you think about it that way, then yes. Now, you could maybe say that as a left-handed person, in his sort of final moments, he would have endeavoured to write it with his left hand, or like instinctively would have written it with his left hand, but not that he couldn't have. It is not possible that this name was written by the victim himself. Then that means Maggie is... No, it's not possible! Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honour? The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent. No! Oh, jeez, that actually hurt. Alright, you did it, Mr. Wright. Whew, I feel like I can breathe again. It seems that we have reached the conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright. Me, Your Honour? Well, thank you, sir. See, you got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. And that's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir. You joking? I'm more than ready to retire. I will now announce my verdict. Well, this is a very simple trial, all things considered, because usually by now we've found the actual killer and had so many twists and turns. No, not yet! I mean, please give me a few more minutes, Your Honour. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne? The prosecution is not finished yet. What do you mean? We would like to call our next witness to the stand. What? It's not really settled on Payne's voice, it's not quite right. And what did this witness... Witness? The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit. What the heck? Order! Order in the court! I believe a recess is in order. Afterward, we will hear from this new witness. I had a feeling that was a bit too easy. I need more information. I'll have to see what I can find out during this recess. I can't let my guard down. It's only going to get tougher from here. Court is adjourned for recess. To be continued. Pardon me. Yes, I will save my progress. September 8th, 11:43 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Amnesia? I can't believe my lawyer's trying to defend me in such a state. Why didn't you tell me, sir? I'm sorry, I didn't mention it. I'm sorry I didn't mention it to you. Oh, I know what to do. I heard you can fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little. A Maggie kick should be all you need. No. I think I'll pass on this one. Come on! I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone and just want to kick them, sir. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems. Well, my head's one problem you won't be tackling today. Well, we're here to solve your problem first. We can deal with mine later. For now, do you think you can fill me in on a few things? Like, what's with the feathers and how are they actually attached to your shirt? Of course, I'd be honoured to. Well, I guess we'll start with my name and then I can tell you about me. No, that's okay. Really, I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So, my name is Phoenix Wright. What a weird name. This is serious. You really don't remember. I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back and maybe it'll help. This is... a business card? I got this from you. It's my most prized possession. You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay? Okay, there are some numbers written on the back. Oh, that's your cell phone number. Phoenix's business card added to the court record. I guess for now we should stop talking about me. and start talking about this case. This case? Yep. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know? What can I tell you? I can't think of anything other than the incident with that cell phone, but... Cell phone? Yeah, your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention center, sir. Hurry up then, and tell me. Hurry up then and tell me. Ah, Jesus Christ. Hurry up then and tell me. This might be very important. Got there yet. Okay, Roger. Who's Roger? It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. I picked up a lost cell phone while on a walk with Dustin. Oh my god, the Blue Badger has merch. I want a Blue Badger hoodie. I'm just gonna let us play for it now. All of a sudden, the phone began to ring. Beep. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. The killer was on the phone? Because you wouldn't see how a name is spelt over the phone. We agreed to meet up at 6 p.m. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up, but they never did. So also, I'm guessing the person who thwacked Phoenix at the start is our killer. So where is the phone you found now? I gave it to you yesterday. Huh? To me? Is it that phone in my pocket? You mean this? Do you think it has anything to do with the murder? I don't really know, but if my eyes lit up... Ah! You were here all along! You're so mean! I called you a million times, but you wouldn't pick up. And when I went to check in the courtroom, everyone had already left. Now who in the heck is this? Let me guess. I'm supposed to know this girl too. Hey, good morning, Maggie. And a good morning to you too, Maya. So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh, and what if I said that everything will be fine? That's right, it's Maya to the rescue with the ultra-decisive, super-important evidence. Here you are, Nick. The thing you wanted me to bring. Huh? Oh, thanks. What the heck is this? A list. There's about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it. It's kind of tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. It looks like these guys are up to no good. No good? As in, bad. There's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group. Names list added to the court record. Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this? Don't look at me! And where did you get this list from in the first place? What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday. Oh, is that right? These numbers were in the memory of that phone Maggie found. So that's where they're from. You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be a forgetful old prune like you. Maya... Actually, Mr. Wright is... Mr. Wright, recess is now over. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately. Oh, oops. Guess you have to get going. We can talk about you being old later, Nick. Wish us luck. I guess I have all the pieces now, more or less. All that's left is to put it all together. I'm not going to lose this. I can't. Come on, Nick. Better get a move on. Yeah. Also, would he not be really confused as to why she's calling him Nick? Since he just learned his name was Phoenix. 11:54 a.m. Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honour. But before I do, if I may say a few words. What is it, Mr. Payne? It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So I ask that the court might be a little lenient on... swearing. There is no need to give a preface. Just hurry up and call your witness, please. Yes, Your Honour. The prosecution calls its next witness. A drifter who was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder. Please state your name for the court witness. Before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something. Huh? Oh, alright, go ahead. Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk? Did I? But I will not stand for that. Now you've tinted the court's eyes and coloured me wrongly. Sure, I suppose calling me a Okay, oh, okay. Oh, I'm not... Okay. Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I will be more careful from now on. What is he? A human chatterbox? I have to question him? Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course, university. First rates only need apply. Glasses? But you aren't wearing glasses. That's enough! Your name, witness. It's like 2015 Seth Rollins with the hair. Oh, is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down? I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. Oh man. I forgive you. Alright, I suppose I can tell you my name. I am Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuoso with a PhD in drifting, as it were. If you wanted to, you could call me a university student in transit. Mr. Wellington, on the day of the murder, you were taking strolling through the park, correct? It would appear that you are attached to the word. It would appear that you are attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you that I am in no way a prepubescent boy out on a walk with mommy. If you must know, I am... Anyway, please testify to this court what you saw during your walk through the park. See, you said it again. Taking a walk. You know, what you witnessed will do, Mr. Wellington. What I saw that day. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above, right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up, and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. That's the first we've heard of banana. That was certainly a decisive testimony. Decisive? Nick, did you hear what he just said? Yeah. That's all you have to say? How can you be so calm? Strange. My mind is very calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe in my client. You mean Maggie? Yes, and if she really is innocent, then that can only mean one thing. That guy is lying. You may now question the witness, Mr. Wright. I'll find the truth no matter how well you craft your lies. Okay. So... Pop. Hold it. So, you were at the park all afternoon. You seem to have a lot of free time. That was very rude of you. But then again, what can I expect? That's what you get from a man who graduated from a no-name, trashy university. No name? Trashy? Now, this might be hard for a mush-headed, feeble-minded baboon like you, but I have to think very carefully about the future of our great country. But I thought you said you were thinking about which college to go to just now. Oh, please! Which university I go to will directly affect the very future of this country. That arrogant little snot. Indeed. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. How did you know what time it was? I see you're not wearing a watch, so... Is that the best you can do? Do you think you can discredit me like that? You're just a third-rate, biased fool. I guess I can't expect real smarts from you. His arrogance is really intolerable. So what should I do now? Press harder! Answer the question. How did you know what time it was? There's a big clock in the park. It's in the photo. How did I did tisks. I can't remember what noise I made for tisks. Or like how that would be verbalized anymore. Oh well. I can't believe I have to deal with a worm like you. You're just a shallow man who can only slam on desks and point at people for fun. I guess I don't have a choice. I'll try to explain it so that even a third-rate simpleton like you can understand. There was this little thing they call a clock at the park. Did you get that? Do you know what a clock is? It's a thing that tells you the time. As you can see, Mr. Wright, it's even in this picture of the crime scene. Oh, so it is. I looked at that clock and that's how I knew the time. But if you ask me, this whole concept of... Oh, and there he goes. And yet again, another flood of meaningless words. Talk about a first-class waste of time. In any case, all of a sudden, a police officer falls from above, right in front of my eyes. And how did you know he was a police officer? I think he was in uniform, wasn't he? You obviously have no idea how powerful my deductive reasoning skills are. With one glance, I could tell just what kind of occupation he held. That shoddy do-it-yourself hairstyle... Okay, and he's off. Oh, and I suppose it was also because he was wearing an officer's uniform. Maybe we should be having him talk faster in the bits that I am reading. Shouldn't that statement have come first? Wow, that's pretty impressive. Hey, Nick, you think he's figured out what I do? Even I haven't figured that out yet. Without a thought, I looked up and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Are you sure you got a good look at her face? Swish, swish. Animals have this thing called an eye, Mr. Wright. They use this eye to see things. In the case of humans, we have two of them. Yes, even you. I don't care if I have them or not. Did you or did you not get a clear look at her face? Huh. That's what the witness was just about to get to. I would like to request that Mr. Wright not use such a loud voice during questioning. Sustained. Mr. Wright, please refrain from raising your voice in this court. And please don't make me have to raise my voice. Are you finished? I'd like to continue if that's alright with you. Sure. And then, yes, I get that bit there. Hold it. So you're sure you're not mistaken? Please, don't confuse your pitiful train wreck of a life with mine. Excuse me. I'm what you call a famous brand name product, while you are only a cheap imitation. There is no way someone as magnificent as myself could have made a mistake. Of course, of course. Of course. Did you notice anything else of interest, witness? The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. The banana? Well, it was actually more than just one. More like a bunch of bananas. It's the glove. Now, what would a bunch of bananas be doing there? And why would I know such a thing? I'm only telling you what I saw. It's really strange. Maggie never mentioned anything about a bunch of bananas. That's it! Nick! He's got to be lying about the bananas! He could be, but there's no reason for him to lie about there being bananas at the crime scene. And what if it's not a lie? Well, maybe he thought he was seeing one thing and it was something else. If he mistook something else for a bunch of bananas, then that would be an inaccuracy. Think, Phoenix, think! If my client is innocent, there is no way he could have seen what he says he did. Which means if we can somehow show he's lying... Yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. She's right. She's got a sharp mind, but I just wish I could remember who she is. Is everything okay, Nick? So, bop, 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 and present the glove. Mr. Wellington, I believe I have the bananas you saw right here. Ah, so you knew about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier? Because they're not bananas. But don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me. And that's where you'd be wrong. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Isn't that the baseball glove? Huh? What? A baseball glove? Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? That's not... It's a... No! Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness has bad eyesight. By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Huh? How? Why are you asking me about this all of a sudden? Your Honor, it is very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas. No, I don't think so. Objection overruled. You're one of those people. Yes, you know what I mean. You're like those people who refuse to accept... and he's off. Because he did mention in his big opening spiel about glasses, but he's not wearing glasses. And that is why I asked you how bad your eyesight is. They're both 2200. I suppose you're going to tell me that's terrible, right? Why are you not wearing your glasses today, then? That's because I lost them recently. You see... Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But, you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them... How about when you witnessed the crime? Were you wearing your glasses then? Well, don't choke yourself with your scarf, sir. How about it, witness? You are an unrelenting, evil man. You're like those people who rejected Joan of Arc... she's off. He's off again, sorry. Which boils down to you were not wearing your glasses at that time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be the same by this witness. But the height difference was only 9 feet. It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path. Path even, not path. Witness, please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, please continue with your testimony. Please tell the court what happened next in the moments after you witnessed the crime. Witness testimony. What happened next? The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. They must have a lot of free hands on their... Not free hands. They must have a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. Also, I think the park's like near the police station. So the person who was on the upper path saw you and then ran away. Yes, that is correct. Which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that that girl is the murderer. You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright. We're not going to even give thought to the fact that he is without glasses and there was a pair of broken glasses found with the body. The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. She ran away, just like that? Yes, she did. She saw me and flew the nest like the guilty bird she is. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that pun too hard for someone who only got a third-rate education? Actually, that did take me a few seconds to get. Anyway, if she ran away the instant she saw you, how could you tell it was my client? The witness has already answered that question. He has stated that the defendant is the culprit. This is true, Mr. Wright. This is true. Mr. Wright, I'm striking your question from the record. How can I get more information out of him? By continuing to press. Immediately? As in immediately. I mean, sure, a minute might have elapsed before I did, but that's the duty of every good citizen, or did they not teach that at your pitiful school? I think people learn about how to call the police in college? Hey, Nick, I think you should take a look at the court record for a sec. Okay. Hold on. So that is 7 o'clock. That was 6:28. Aha! Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this? You mean the victim's autopsy report? According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. So what of it? You said you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45 p.m. There is clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? Ah! I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15-minute gap. The witness was in shock at the time after witnessing a terrible murder. Excuse me. It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed. 15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed. Ah! Mr. Wellington. Yes? Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes? Answer the question. Spit it out. I was searching for a phone booth. A phone booth? You mean you don't have a cell phone? You and your questions, as if you're trying to open all the layers of a matryoshka doll? Is that how you say that? Of a matryoshka doll. That works. You must think you're really something special. Witness. I lost my cell phone. There, are you happy? You lost it. Unbelievable. You lose your glasses and your cell phone. You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings. What? Are you saying that first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Haven't you ever heard that all geniuses have a... Cannot keep up with that. Enough! Oh man. Oh man. Wait. Hold on a second. He lost his cell phone. Nick, that cell phone. Could it be? You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now? Question further. Mr. Wellington, where is your cell phone right now? Huh, what are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone, I'll have you know. See? Here is it. Here is it. Oh, I see. Looks like he's got his phone. And I thought that just maybe was... And I just thought that just maybe this was his. Well then, I think we've cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have his cell phone because he had lost it. Therefore, the delay in his call was caused by his search for a phone booth. Which, depending on when this actually takes place, could have been a very difficult task. Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way and leave it at that. Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright? There is something. Just one more thing. Your Honour, the witness's testimony does not make any sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone. How dare you? You can't just make outrageous claims like that. You do have some sort of proof, don't you? Well, yeah, of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think. Alright, let's have this proof then. Please present proof that the witness had no need to search for a public phone booth. Is it the phone? I guess it's the phone. Because I can't have a look at the list to see if he's on it, so I don't want to just chuck that out there. But the music... Oh, no, the music did stop. It's very simple. This is the evidence that backs up my claim. Okay, no it's not. It's obtuse and meaningless. I don't get you at all, Nick. Why do you think he wouldn't need to look for a phone in the first place? Well, that's because... I was looking at the evidence and it just hit me. I thought, hey, he really didn't have to look for a phone. Then why don't you hurry up and present that piece of evidence? so it's not the phone. Is it the list? Oh, well. Okay, it's not the list. I'm very confused. Is there something here? Oh! Because the murder took place by a phone booth. It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this. The crime scene photo. Is there a problem with it? Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something is wrong with you. No! It's a phone booth. That is correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you? Order! Order! What does reporting the crime a little late prove for the defense? The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That is reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony. Yes, this is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness? Then I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back. But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him. So there was no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway. But if he wasn't looking for his cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else. Was he... Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Do you have any thoughts you would like to share with this court? The court. Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes? I don't, but yes, I have an idea. There's only one possible explanation. Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I probably shouldn't have said there was only one possibility. Please present to the court the one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away? Shit. Nothing there. Can't look at that. Anything here? No. Shite. Is it the phone? No. Okay. Alright, we need to be careful here. Because they were writing Maggie's name in the sand. No. Okay. Shit. Okay, I only lose one. Super. I feel like it's either the name list, which I really wish I could have a look at, or the glasses. No, okay, so it's not the name list. Alright, I will drop a save here, in case I fuck up. Oh, I can't, okay. There we go. I was right the first time it was glasses. Mr. Wellington! What? Don't do that! You almost gave me a heart attack! These are your glasses, aren't they? Ah! Where did you find? No! I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. But these glasses are in fact yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body? Order! Order! Now wait a second. Hold on. I didn't confess or confirm anything. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realise was that they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 15 minutes to make that call. Because he's the killer. Mr. Wright, are you indicating the witness as the... or indicting, sorry. Are you indicting the witness as the real murderer? Of course. That is precisely what I am doing. Or something along that line. Ooh-ah. I know I'm right. He is the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out this cell phone was the key to this case after all. Anyway, now is our chance to deep six this guy. I'll sink him in one shot. Yeah! This is so exciting, watching you work again. Somehow my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for. It's time to be Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Order! Order! Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. Without any solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer. Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This third-rate fraud of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you are not the murderer. Why, that's easy. For example, there's the name the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot like you can read that, right? But we already know this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie, and the victim was left-handed. In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground. But, wouldn't that mean the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would the person know her name was Maggie? Maggie! That is a good point. The witness didn't even know of Miss Bird before this trial. I forgot. Was there any way this creep could have known Maggie's name beforehand? There was a way. It would be best if I could prove that the witness... Hold on. If I go to the court record now... Why am I not allowed to look at this list? It would be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie. Now, will the defense please present its case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name? So, it's either the phone... It's the phone. Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it? How did you... Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with... Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there is some relation between the witness's cell phone and the murder? I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone. Beep. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. That was when you learned that her name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake. Fatal mistake? My client's name is Maggie, but the name that was written on the ground was Maggie. This is a mistake that it could only occur if all you knew was how her name sounded. Eek! Order! Order! But, Your Honor, the witness has no motive. And your point is? It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone. That is absolutely correct. I don't have a motive. Mr. Wright? Your Honor? Can you explain what motive this witness could have had? It's very simple, Your Honor. Are you sure, Nick? If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right? Yeah, but... Now then, please present to this court the proof that the witness had a motive. What's going to be the list of con artists? Mr. Wellington's motive is right here. What is this? A list? These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. And we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers? Of course. This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artists group. What? Con artists? Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington? This is an outrage, an invasion of privacy. Looking up the phone numbers on a person's phone is a worse crime than murder, and I should know because I did murder. You're one of those people, and so on. I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about. You think any of you, know what it's like to be a refined man such as me? Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness. Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone? Isn't that obvious? The witness is a member of that group. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group. No! All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That is why you had to kill. No! This is too much! That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain? I got you now. That police officer. Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Payne? Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness. You tried that already. Yeah. You said that exact same thing only a few seconds ago. Please! Please, let's think about the content of that phone call. Beep. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Miss Bird to get his phone back. Why, then, would he need to kill anyone? That is a valid point. What does the defense think about this? If you think about it logically, then it makes sense. Then maybe we should be thinking outside the box. Yeah, if we think like that, let's see. Maybe that slimeball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner. But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant? I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there. Well then, Mr. Wright, what was this something that didn't agree with the witness? Policeman. What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim. The victim? You mean Dustin Prince? Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform. Oh! The girl that picked up my phone is with a policeman. He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible that they had already run a check on the phone. Yeah. And he went into a panic, is what you're saying. Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. Shit. Mr. Payne, do you have any comments? I'm thinking. It seems that the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are... Ha! Ah ha ha! Ah ha 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 ha! Impressive! Not bad for a person with a third-rate education. What's that supposed to mean? The evidence! Evidence! That guy really is creeping me out. All you've been waving around and talking about is that suspicious cell phone. Suspicious phone number this. Suspicious con group that. They're all on that phone. But who's to say that phone is really mine? Where's your proof? Your evidence? You want proof that this phone is yours? Yeah. I already told you earlier. That phone I lost. I've already found it. You don't have even the slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to. But you can be sure it isn't mine, you simpleton. What? It feels good to see you squirm. We do seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence. Your Honor! This is bad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. This cell phone. There has to be something I've overlooked. There's got to be. Maybe. Fingerprints on the phone. I got it! We should check for fingerprints. Fingerprints? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on this phone. Nick, don't you remember? When you got that from Maggie, you wiped it off. What? You said there was sand all over it, so... Wiped it? I wiped it. Pretty thoroughly, too. Ah ha 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 ha! It's oh so much fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons amongst themselves. He's made a complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see? Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the numbers stored on this phone. It must have glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared. Got to be joking. He erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence. Mr. Wellington. What's this? By the tone of your voice, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you. Where did you finally find your cell phone? Heh, heh, heh. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Oh, you are too much. And of course you have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh my... No, I remember! Beep. Huh, looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. He switched the phones? So that's when. What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes? Nick, we've worked so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's going to get off scot-free. I know. I know this phone has to be his. But how am I supposed to prove something like that? Mr. Wright, if you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is, your indictment has no basis and therefore no power. It looks like you came up a penny short. Where? Where did I go wrong? I mean, when you wiped the fingerprints off the phone. Which isn't my fault, because that happened before I started the game. Don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet. Who I am? The court hereby concludes the cross-examination. If that will be all, I'll have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at that ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town. Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let it go with that? Raise an objection. Possibly. Please wait, Your Honor. All right, Nick. I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright? Everything. Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. Besides, the defense is just going to badger the witness with more inane questions. You will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright? Sure. Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor. Very well, but this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court. I only get one shot at this. If you cannot prove everything, it's over. For your client and for you. Do you fully understand? Yes, Your Honor. Oh. I am sure you are well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended. He didn't gavel. Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence. Oh. Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance. It all comes down to this. It's go time. Why did go have a capital G? Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything. Oh, shite. Nothing there. Nothing there. I don't know. What is this singular piece of evidence that ties the whole room together? That is the question. Is there anything here? No. Is it my business card? Why, thank you. How nice. Here, please have one of mine. Judge's business card, add it to the court record. It's written in fancy script, the ink is strong and clear, but I still can't read it. Wait, what am I doing? This isn't the time to be exchanging business cards. Your Honor, there is something very important about that card, and that is the back. This card is important because of what is on the back. You wrote your cell phone number on the back, but that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Huh? Right now? But court is still in session. It's okay. You'll see. He has my fucking phone. Okay, if you say so. Is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright? We are going to call my cell phone now. And then the court will see everything for what it is. Of all the idiotic, stupid things to... Ah! What? Why is my phone? And what is with this stupid sounding ringtone? Beep. Mr. Wellington. How strange. I can almost swear that you're holding my phone. You're? Ah! No, 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 it can't. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say, when you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. Ah! Not on and on. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my. Well, how about that? So, that is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington. He is a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone, and in order to hide his involvement with the con artists group, he has become paranoid and has lost all ability to make rational judgments. Then Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding. It's Mr. Wellington's, naturally. Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne? How is he, Mr. Payne? Oh, hold on, why am I tanking? Give it a sec. Like, not that it really matters for like a visual novel, but what's happening here? Seems to be all right now. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty. Release the confetti. That is all. This court is adjourned. September 8th, 2:16 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. I knew that the real you would shine through eventually. I'm so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me. Huh? My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Your whole life? It can't be that bad, can it? Since I was 6 months old when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building. I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe. My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters. That is pretty bad. Up until I went to college, I was known as the Goddess of Misfortune. And then at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless? What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch onto those around me. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help. Ah, that's right, you were talking about this earlier. It happened again recently too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand, and before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house. Oh. I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true! That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything is all my fault. Dustin's death, your head being all messed up. Well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet. I'm going to find a new life for myself, starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir. Yeah, after all, the Goddess of Misfortune is only a name. You bet. I'm going to make it. I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess. Yeah, that's the spirit. Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. Thanks. You take care of yourselves, too. I shall. What a horrible day. I've got my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy. But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? I thought you said you got your memory back. At that moment, everything really did come back to me. All coming back, it's all coming back to me now. Over the montage here. Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases. I wouldn't have described him as someone I've clashed with. He's been very helpful. Yeah, there we go. But he's also been a good ally during others. More that than clashes. The judge. He's a lovable, kind old man who's easily swayed by other people's opinions. But in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. This person, I haven't got a clue. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaking me for someone else? No, he definitely ran into Pain before. And this girl. Maya? You finally remembered. This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right. I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example, Earth to Nick, what's wrong? You keep staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me. Well, yeah, I suppose I have. Feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Oh? Well, I'm back now, so it's time for us to create new memories together. And justice for all. Credits. No. Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. I guess I have to start over from the very beginning. Come on, Nick. Let's go to our usual burger joint. Okay. Actually, it hasn't even been that long since she came back into my life. Yeah, she was off psychic training? And that story began on one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. Episode 1, The Lost Turnabout, the end. A brand new episode has been added. I think that'll do us for tonight. Hooray. Like, if I can just exit, but I think we have to watch, like, the first... Oh, maybe not. Maybe I... See progress. Over to you. We might at the very least have to watch the first cutscene. Yeah, that's fine. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. Oh shit. It's only fair, isn't it, Eni? I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. Interesting. Did Mia possess you and kill someone? I can't believe something like this happened. The events of that gloomy, rainy afternoon that started this whole mess keep playing through my mind. You don't say. June 16th, 3:34 p.m. Wright & Co. law offices. There we go. Alright. We will meet whoever this man is next time. Can I save? I can't. There it is. Reunion and Turnabout. That's the one I'm looking for. Title screen. Super! So there we go. That is the first case of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, and Justice for All. It's just Justice for All, isn't it? And yeah, we'll pick that back up at some point next week. That'll do it for tonight, though. I will be back tomorrow with another pair of streams. Those being, I believe it's Death Stranding and Planet Coaster 2. Yes, because that's all that we have left. Super. So probably we'll do Death Stranding in the afternoon, Planet Coaster 2 in the evening. That sounds right. And then I'll figure out what's happening next week as well. But that'll do it for now. Thanks for watching. I will catch you next time. Cheers and goodbye.